Hi world, this is Tina from TinaHeals.com and welcome to this video. And today I'm talking about an Aries ascendant, a Cancer moon and a Cancer sun in this video. So let's dive straight to the topic. The degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth is your ascendant degree, and the sign on which it falls is the rising sign. So when you walk into a room with your purposeful Aries stride, the edginess in your eyes, your restless temperamental energy, you exude the aura of a leader, and people tend to notice that. And you can be very extroverted, you can be very volatile, because you are ruled by Mars. Mars is the god of strife and war, also desire and what we want. So you are a go-getter and you're not afraid to put that part of you out into the world to get what you want, right? So the moon sign is a very private part of you, okay? It is who you are when no one is looking. It is your emotions, your feelings, how you connect with people, how you feel deep emotions, how you nurture, how you were nurtured, your mother, how you will be as a mother. All this is the moon, right? And you have moon in rulership. So Cancer is a very special sign because it has its ruler coming in more often than any other sign and energizing that particular sign. And you have a fourth house moon. So your mother and your family and your childhood was very important to you. Good or bad depends on very many other things, but they are very important, and your mother has in a way defined who you are today. And it could be a love or hate relationship, but she is very important in your psyche. And family is very important because Cancer is the sign of family, home and hearth, foundation. Now, the sun is the very antithesis of this internal yin energy. It's external yang. It's our father, it's our goals, our desires, our ambitions. It's basically how we take our internal key and project it out into the world, right? So you have a Cancer sun. Now, sadly, sun does not do well in Cancer. It's a fall position. So you have moon in rulership and you have sun in fall, and you have your sun and moon in a conjunction. If they are close to each other within 5 degrees, then you have a conjunction. Otherwise, they are in the same sign and can have a wide conjunction as well. So that means you have a fourth house sun as well. Family, super important. Your mother and father may have had a very good relationship, because conjunctions are when two planets are exchanging their energy effortlessly. Oftentimes conjunctions can come across as difficult depending on other things, as your sun doesn't have any dignity in Cancer, so various such issues could pop up, okay? But generally speaking, with the fourth house sun and moon, family is very important to you. And the place you live, your home, is very important. Your foundation is very important to you. And oftentimes, if your foundation has challenged your growth in any way, if it has indented your psyche in any way, then you could be looking at various ways to substitute that. That could result in afflictions of diverse kinds, so be careful of that. And Cancer, Aries rules the head, so your head is very much in focus. Remember, your ascendant is how you look as well, okay? So when you walk, as I told you, when you walk into your room, people notice your Aries ascendant. So not so much, yeah, probably till you were 7 years they noticed your Cancerian moon, but after 7 it's your ascendant. But remember that the moon sign also becomes your biggest challenge after the age of 35, according to esoteric astrology. It's because you spend so much time embedding those habit patterns. Moon is also your everyday habit patterns, that sometimes they can actually be a bondage to our soul growth. So that's something you need to figure out, right? Now, so as I said, you have ruddy complexion. It's how you look. Your head is in focus. Aries rules the head, Cancer rules the breasts and the stomach. So head, breasts and stomach, very important. Also stomach more important, because you have your 6th house in Virgo, and Virgo rules your digestive system, okay, your kidneys and all that. So be mindful of any kind of disease popping up, like gastroenteritis or irritable bowel syndrome, or if you tend to overeat, or substitute emotional cravings with food. Be careful of that. There can be a tendency to do that. Be connected to your breasts, because they're very important. You may even breastfeed for a very long time. And you may have been breastfed, whatever. So for men, breasts are a big part of this equation, because moon for men is also the woman they will marry or they will fall in love with long term, right? So with your Aries ascendant, basically you are the infant of the zodiac, and all the lessons and the shadows that you have to face and you have to work through deal with this infant growing up. And you know, growing up is not an easy process. We have teething pains, we have growth pains, yet it is necessary for us to grow. All these are necessary for us to grow. We cannot avoid it. Nobody can. Okay. So all of this in the agitating fires of Aries can be very tempestuous and cardinal. We are fully cardinal. Your cardinal fire, your cardinal water, and your moon and sun. So change is a big part of who you are, and how your life is played out. It cannot be any other way, okay? Now, as eminent astrologer Stephen Forrest said, that the goal of Aries is enlightened selfishness. So Aries is very selfish, okay? It's the first sign of the zodiac. It's all about me, me, me. But Cancer is all about we. Okay, so ascendant is how people perceive you, the mask you put on. But the moon is who you really are inside. And the sun is your goals and ambitions. So your compassion, your psychic energy, your empathy are in conjunction, are together, in harmony in Cancer. And don't forget, Cancer is a Christ-filled sign, because Pisces are the Christ-filled sign, and the connection is that Cancer is ruled by moon in traditional astrology and by Neptune in esoteric astrology. So the goal of Cancer is loving wisdom. And you have that with the conjunction of your sun and moon in your 4th house. You're definitely very oriented towards helping people, forming a bigger family. Your community is very important to you, okay? And your house, your foundation. And even if that has been a source of wounding, you will substitute that in some other way, or you may even find family, because family is not necessarily who you are related to. It's who you accept as your own, as people you truly love and connect with. Aries can be devoid of compassion. It's fire. It's very temperamental, very moody, very restless, very impatient, very edgy. But Cancer is not. It's compassionate. It's intuitive. It's tuning in to a different frequency than Aries. So having your sun-moon conjunction in Cancer and your ascendant in Aries will definitely see you as a more compassionate person than a normal Aries individual. You will definitely want to help people, connect more with people, and want to serve humanity in some way, because ultimately if Cancer is well adjusted, all of humanity becomes family. Everything is up. The 3D world becomes our foundation. And the house that Cancer so desperately requires becomes a house of light and love. Okay, it's beautiful, but to balance this energy, I suggest breath work and yoga, because you have fire and water, too much steam. You need grounding, so yoga, breath work. Definitely use that restlessness of Aries, okay, because otherwise it can be very detrimental. And Aries is more testosterone, by the way, in the way they look. They have very prominent cheekbones, thin lips, sharp nose, you know, and very well defined piercing eyes. But hopefully, I mean, that's how you will look. And even if you are a woman, you tend to exude your masculine side, but you do have a very well balanced feminine going for you as well. So you're definitely more feminine than normal Aries ascendants with more masculine combinations. So you're definitely tuned in more to the receptive yin feminine energy, and you have this impulsive, pioneering, initiating masculine to go with it in your as your ascendant. So if you utilize that, you can definitely go ahead and you can tend to detailing. Aries is not good with detailing. So anytime you feel like you are, you know, giving into the lower vibrations of Aries, take a moment, tune in within, because ultimately Aries being ruled by Mercury in its soul rulership means it's about the plane of mind, higher mind, Amanas. So it's ultimately connecting to a higher source, and with Neptune as your soul ruler of your sun and your moon, ultimately your path is spiritual. You may start very many things, but they will all be in the realm of either service to humanity, NGOs, hospitals, community related services, or you can even be a healer or a tarot reader, or do something in the energy realm, you know, in the energy world. So that was a bit about be careful of migraines, because stomach cancer rules breast and stomach. So if you are, you know, not eating correctly, can result in migraines. Severe acne, Aries face difficult masks can see you facing ear problems, sensitive teeth, eyes, you can have glasses. But Aries, your face is pretty much in focus, and that's a very big part of who you are. So I hope you like that video as much as I like making it for you. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. Visit my website www.tinahills.com.